So I'm going to show you a disturbing ABC News clip here on the most armed man in America. And this is wild because it's a real clear, stark metaphor for the entire gun issue in the United States. So let's watch and then we'll discuss.
My name is Mel Bernstein, and they call me the most armed man in America. I have over 4,000 weapons in my name, over 200 machine guns. I have mortars, bazookas, tanks, half-tracks, attack jeeps, flamethrowing, and everything I have is legal in the state of Colorado. I'm giving up my property now, and there's all kinds of warning signs, as you can see. If anybody comes on your property and threatens you with bodily harm, it's legal to shoot them. Colorado law. They should have that nationwide. This is one of the first signs they see when they drive up Dragon Man Drive. I actually have 6 shooting ranges. Whatever the killer used, that's what they want. They want to feel the firepower. They want to have the gun just like that to show people.
So they're inspired in a way.
Oh yeah, the business, it goes up. We've been selling more guns in the last 3 weeks than we did in the last 8 months. This is just like the AR-15 that the shooter used in Sutherland, Texas, in the church. They all adapt to a 30-round magazine, a 40-round magazine, even a 100-round magazine. And all they do is snap right in. And you're ready to go. This is the same type of gun that was used in Vegas. With the bump stock, this will actually shoot and fire over 500 bullets per minute. This is a 12-gauge pistol grip shotgun, just like the kids used in the Columbine massacre over there. And they used one similar to this one too. We sell real man's guns. It's very, very easy to buy a gun in the state of Colorado. And within less than 15 minutes, you can walk out the front door here with a rifle or a shotgun. The whole Midwest is almost like Colorado, the same laws.
What do you think then when you saw Vegas, when you saw that on the news?
Well, the guy looked 100% normal. Nobody could ever know that somebody like that is going to do something like that. For him to shoot that many people, people really probably pissed him off. He just hated people all of a sudden. You know, that happens.
Your wife died in an explosion on this property some years ago.
The Discovery Channel, you know, we were doing a film for my own show. We were filming for months and months, and just the last 30 seconds, all we had to do is walk through a whole barrage of smoke, and one of the smoke containers turned into a rocket and went right past me and right through her and killed her. So they canceled and threw away the whole show. Here's my house over here. We're pulling up to it. I live by myself, and this is all I really need. Yeah, come on in. Yeah, I got it all fixed up like oldies. Brings back a lot of memories to me when I grew up in New York.
What was it like growing up there in Brooklyn?
Tough neighborhood back then. I used to get beat up all the time. I had to pay 25 cents to the bullies for protection, you know, every week.
So you were bullied when you were young?
The bullies, yeah. Well, yeah, they bullied me. And then when I got older, I bullied the other kids. You know, it's a whole cycle. Let me show you my bedroom here. We got like about 8 machine guns in here. We got sawed-off shotguns. We got M16s. We got handguns all around the whole area. You know, I have 4 girls that live with me. This is Betty. We got Betty here. We got Jill. We got Jennifer. I need somebody to talk to, you know, tell my problems. They never really ask to go shopping or out to eat. They're very polite. Say like that. And, you know, we talk about machine guns and hot rods and, you know, stuff I like. I don't really care what she likes because she never says nothing anyway. I'm real nice to them. When it gets cold, you know, in the winter, I even put underwear on them, you know. I'm a good boyfriend. Come home after work, I put the jukebox on, I talk to the girls, we have a cup of coffee, I start the fire, you know, if it gets cold. I play with my guns, I watch TV, and I go to bed. This whole house fixed up like this puts me back in my era, back in the 60s where I belong.
Whoa, that took a disturbing turn at the end. At the beginning, you know, you think you're just watching a thing about the most armed man in America, and okay, he's got a lot of guns. But no, as it, you know, time went by in that clip there, you found out how his wife died in a freak accident, and then it looks like he lost his mind. He's got like 3 or 4 dolls in his house that he pretends are women that he talks to and stuff. And then you're faced with this question of like, should that guy have, all those weapons? And I mean, look, when he went through the list, he went on at a different point that I just spliced out for time purposes to talk about how, hey, my guns are worth, I think, over $3 million when you put all of them together. And he's got flamethrowers, tanks, bazookas. He's armed out the wazoo, literally the most armed man in America. And then you see the mental state he's in, and it's like an encapsulation of our issue in this country. Because what do you do now? What do you do in this situation? I mean, he appears to be nuts. He appears to have lost his mind, and he's got this giant arsenal. But what, do you go and try to fucking have the government take his guns and then probably validating his deepest fear, and then he's more likely to go off the deep end and start shooting people up? Or do you just let him be and hope he doesn't go on a mass shooting spree? I mean, look at what he said about, while he's discussing the different guns that are used in the different killing. And then he says, like, we sell real man's guns, and then he starts laughing, like, what the fuck? It seems like there's no good answer. I don't know what the answer is. I just know that when I see that whole thing there, that is really disturbing. That a guy who lives with dolls and talks to them like they're real and doesn't think it's weird and doesn't add any qualifiers about how, yeah, I get it's strange, but here's why I'm doing nothing. That guy is the most armed man in America. Who may have lost his fucking mind, might be the most armed man in America. What do you think the answer is? I don't know what the answer is, but I do think that denying the fact that there's a problem here is just a really weird, totally disconnected from reality thing to believe. But I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do about this, but like, man, is that a good symbol of everything that's wrong with the system that we now have in the U.S. when it comes to guns.